Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good day to everyone. So welcome back to our class. Okay, so today we're going to continue the last two subtopic of this chapter. Okay, there are 3 learning standard left. Okay, without further ado, let's continue with the first learning standard. Okay, so the first learning standard for today is describe the complement of an event in words and by using set notation. Okay, so let's do together this activity. Okay, aim. The aim for this activity is to identifying a complete complement of an event. Okay, so over here you will learn about what is complement of an event. Okay, so the steps are, okay, first arrange the first 9 numbers of multiples of 3 on the magnetic board. Okay, for example, you have these 9 numbers. Okay, these are the multiples of 3. Okay, second steps, okay, list the element A, where A is an event when an even number is picked. Okay, so we know that event A is when even number is picked. Okay, so let's list out the even number. Okay, so even number we know is 6, okay, 12, 18 and 24. So this is the 4 cards with even number. Okay, next, list the element A prime, where A prime is an event of when not an even number is picked. Okay, so A prime is the one that left after we pick the even number. So let's write the A prime. So we have 3, 9, 15, 21 and 27. Okay, next, calculate the probability of picking an even number PA. Okay, so how do we calculate probability of A? So we know that to calculate probability of A, so we need to, okay, the formula is NA divided by NS. Okay, so we know that number of A is 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 divided by, and S is number of sampling space, so which is the whole 9 number. 9, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the probability of getting of event A is 4 over 9. Okay, then calculate the probability of picking not an even number, PA prime. Okay, so PA prime, okay, we can calculate it as, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 over 9. Okay, this is one of the way. Okay, next, relate PA and PA prime, relationship between the sample space as an universal set. Okay, this is a symbol of universal set. Okay, before that, I want to tell you something, the relationship between PA and PA prime. Okay, before this, you already learned about, okay, look at these tips. Okay, the value of probability is between 0 and 1. There is no values of probability that less than 0 or more than 1. Never. Okay, the values of probability is always between 0 and 1, where 0 means may not happen, 1 means will happen. Okay, so for this kind of situation, okay, if you already have the probability of PA, okay, if you want to find the probability of A prime, okay, you can use complement of event. Okay, so the way to calculate this PA prime is simply 1 minus PA. Okay, whereas you get 1 minus 4 over 9. The answer is 5 over 9. So this is one of the way. Okay. Okay, so let's read the discussion over here. Okay, from the activity above, the universal set is the first 9 numbers of multiples of 3. Okay, A is a subset of a universal set. A prime is the complement of A. The relationship between set A and universal set is shown in the Venn diagram on the right. the complement of event A in the sample space S consists of all outcomes that is not the outcome of A. Okay, so what does it mean? Okay, so before this we know that we have 9 numbers. Okay, 9 numbers, so this is our universal set. Okay, because we only deals with these 9 numbers. Okay, so in this box, okay, Venn diagram, okay, you list out all the 9 numbers, and then we know that A is even numbers. Okay, so you put it in another shape. Okay, maybe circle, triangle, rectangle, whatever you like. Okay, macam kurungkan dia di sini. Okay, so put it in another group. Okay, subset. That what it means by subset is a part of the universal set. Okay, and then A prime. Okay, A prime is the one that not include in A. Okay, so you have 27, 21, 9, 3 and 15. Okay, where we can say that, okay, the elements inside A, we call it as A. Okay, other than A is A prime. Okay, or you can say that a complement of an event A. Okay. Okay, let's look over here. Okay, in the sample space probability, S is a universal set. Okay, if set A represents event A, then set A prime is complement of event. So this is what I explained to you just now. Okay, and we know that PA plus PA prime is always equals to 1. Okay, we know that the values of probability is always between 0 and 1. Never less than 0 and never more than 1. Remember that, okay? Okay, so let's look at example 9. Okay, an employee at the florist shop arranged 15 bouquets according to the number of flowers, arranged in odd numbers, okay, 1 to 30 in ascending order. A is the event of selling a flower bouquet that has a perfect square numbers of flower. Determine the complement event of A prime in words and set notation. Okay, first we need to list down our sample space. Okay, so our sample space is odd numbers from 1 to 30. So we have 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 25, 27 and 29. And then event A is selling a flower bouquet that has a perfect square numbers. Okay, so what is perfect square numbers? Okay, perfect square numbers, if you have a whole number and then you square it. Okay, so we have 1 square is 1, 2 square is 4, 3 square is 9, 4 square is 16, 5 square is 25, 6 square is 36. Okay, so we eliminate the even number, so this is even number, even number. Okay, this is more than 30, which is left us with 1, 9 and 25. Okay, 1, 9 and 25. Okay, but please be careful over here. A is the event of selling a flower bouquet. What does it mean, a flower bouquet? Jambangan bunga, jambak bunga. Okay, dalam jambak bunga ada ke sekuntum bunga je? Bukan kan? Sekuntum bunga satu kita tak panggil dia bouquet. Okay, so 1 is not in event A. So we only have 9 and 25. Okay, so how can we conclude our answer in words? Okay, so A prime, okay, event of a number which is not a perfect square. Okay, or in set notation we can write it as, okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, 21, 23, 27 and 29 without 9 and 25. Okay, boleh? Okay, next learning standard is determine the probability of the complement of an event. Okay, example 10. Okay, one number was chosen randomly from a set of integers from 1 to 20. A is an event of choosing prime number. Determine the complement of probability A. Okay, so if possible, try to list our sample space. Okay, so the sample space is number 1 until 20, right? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so blah 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 until 20. Okay, and then we have event. Okay, before that, NS number of sample space is 20. Okay, and then we have event A. Okay, event A is choosing the prime numbers. Okay, choosing prime numbers. So prime numbers is 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19, where number of A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8. And then the probability of event A, so PA is equals to number of A divided by number of S, when number of A is equals to 8 divided by 20. Okay, so you can leave your answer just like that, 8 over 20, or you can simplify to 2 over 5. Okay, so this is PA. Okay, the question asks to determine the complement of a probability. Okay, the complement of a probability. Okay, so actually there are two methods, okay, proposed to you how to find the complement event of A. Okay, so the first method is by using 1 minus. Okay, so we know that PA prime is equals to 1 minus PA. Okay, so 1 minus 8 over 20, you will get 12 over 20. Okay, or you can simplify as 3 over 5. So this is the first method. Okay, where the second method is you can use listing as always. Okay, so we know that event A, okay, just now event A is 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, never mind, I show you this way. Okay, we know that S, okay, we know that S is 1 until 20. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, and then we know event A is equals to 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19, where we know that A prime is event other than this A. Okay, so you can cross it out. Okay, for example 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17 and 19. Whichever number left, okay, after you cross the A is A prime. So we know that A prime is 1, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18 and 20. Okay, so we know that the number of A prime is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So the probability of A prime is 12 over 20. Or you can simplify it as 3 over 5. So there are two methods that you can use. Okay, you can use which one you think you prefer. Okay, which one is the simplest to you lah. Okay, we know that each person have a different perception of the methods. Okay, so it's up to you. Okay, next example 11. Okay, the Venn diagram on the right shows the element in a universal set. Okay, calculate the probability of A prime. So we know that A prime is whatever element that outside of A. So this is our A. Okay, so this is our A. So A prime is the outside of A. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so probability of A prime is 5 over, so total we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so we have 5 over 10, or you can simplify it as 1 over 2. Okay, I think it's quite simple. Okay, so I want you to try number 1 and number 2. Okay, next, okay, let's move to the last subtopic. Okay, and the last learning standard for today in this chapter and for Form 2. Okay, solve problems involving the probability of an event. Okay, so example 12. Okay, a shirt manufacturer managed to produce 80 pieces of shirt in 1 month. Okay, 80 pieces of shirt in 1 month. He sells 15 pieces of shirt in 1 week. If the profit from selling 15 pieces of shirt is 135 ringgit, calculate the probability of the shirt sold in 1 month. B, the profit obtained in 2 months. C, the probability of the shirt not sold in 1 month. Okay, so let's try to solve this problem. Okay, before that, okay, we need to know the sample space. Okay, for 1 month. Okay, so the sample space, okay, is 80 pieces. So NS is 80. Okay, and then he sells 15 pieces of shirt in 1 week. Okay, so in 1 month we have 4 weeks, right? So 1 month equals to 4 weeks. Okay, so 4 times 1 weeks, he sell 15 pieces. Okay, so overall for 1 month he sell 60 pieces. Okay, so we know that event A, okay, is 60. Okay, so let's calculate A. The probability of the shirt sold in 1 month. Okay, so PA is equals to NA over NS. So in 1 month, he able to sold 60 out of 80 pieces. Okay, so simplify, we get 3 over 4. Okay, next B, the profit obtained in 2 months. So in order to calculate the profit, okay, we need to know how many pieces he sold in 2 months. Okay, so we can use, okay, so he sold, okay, 3 over 4. So you can use these values of probability. Okay, so we write it as number of shirts sold in 2 months. Okay, so probability of selling clothes in 1 month is 3 over 4. Okay, out of 80. So this is for 1 month. Okay, so 1 month. And then for the other months, for 2 months, okay, multiply by 2. So press your calculator. So we get 120 pieces. Okay, Okay, then, okay, what can we do next? Okay, from the question, okay, if the profit from selling 15 pieces of shirt is 135, okay, calculate. Okay, so we know that for every 15 pieces he get 135. So for every 15 pieces, so we have 120 pieces. Okay, so we want to know how many groups of 15 inside this 120. Okay, so we can write it as total profit. Okay, 120 divide by 15. Kenapa kita bagi 15? Sebab kita nak tahu berapa kali 15 ada dalam 120 ni. So nanti kita just darab dengan 135. Okay, times 135. Okay, so kita calculator 120 per 15, so 8. Maksudnya ada 8 kali 15 dalam 120 tu. So darab 135. So we get RM1080 of profit for 2 months. Okay. And finally C, what is the question for C? The probability of shirt not sold in 1 month. Okay. So we can use complement of event. So PA prime yang tidak dijual. So 1 minus probability yang kita jual. So 1 minus 3/4. So we get 1/4. Okay. The question only asks for probability, right? Okay, probability. Okay, saya tambah satu lagi. Okay, just in case the question want us to find the number. Okay, the number of shirt not sold in 1 month. Okay, so if you have the probability, if you want to find the number, okay, ni kalau saya tambah lah. Okay, number of shirt not sold. Okay, you just simply take your probability 1/4 times with NS, total number of sample. So we have 80. 80, right? 80, yes. Okay, so 1/4 times 80. So we have 20 pieces yang tidak dijual. Okay, mudah kan? Okay, so if you still didn't get this question, you can just pause and rewind this video. Okay, and re-watch whatever part that you think it's quite hard for you to understand. Okay, so last one, self-practice. Okay, I want you to try number 1 and number 2. Okay, so I think that's it for this chapter. Okay, it's quite simple. Okay, because the topic itself says it's simple probability, right? So I think it's quite simple, but I know it's maybe quite hard for some of you because this is the new knowledge that you learn. Okay, so don't worry. Okay, you still have time to understand. Okay, you can watch my previous video, okay, and this video for the complete explanation on this chapter 13, simple probability. Okay, so if you still have any question, you can ask down below, or you can ask me in the Telegram group. Okay, so thank you for your attention. Thank you for completing your works. Okay, thank you for submitting your assignment. Okay, thank you for joining my class. Okay, thank you to you. Okay, see you next time. Okay, bye.